Alright, Tiki Talkers. I've been working on this unit today and yesterday after it broke down. Here and there when it's cold and I'm able to come out here, so whatever. But I'm gonna wire in a switch to the coil because it's not coming in until Sunday, and I'm supposed to get more snow on Friday, and I'm not gonna have a $5,000 shovel sitting in my yard and not be able to use it. I'm not that kind of, that ain't happening. So got this little switch up here, and I'm gonna run some wires, and I got it super glued in there. The old epoxy 7000, epoxy 6000 right there. That'll take care of you. Well, I don't know what those wires are for, by the way. They were just down there extra. If I spoke Linglong, I'd be able to understand what it said on there, but I don't. Google Translate it, maybe. Anyways, don't wire this plug in. And what I really wanted to show was, I know that everybody says on these machines that the bolts that hold the swing motor in to swivel it back and forth come loose, and you got to take them out and Loctite them. And I understood that, but I didn't understand exactly where they were, and I didn't see any videos that said exactly where they were. So I dropped the bolt down here for that side cover, and I was looking for it, and I was looking, and then I see these bolts down here. This bolt right there, there's them, they all seem tight. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm good. And then I looked up here. Let's see if you can see. I'm gonna flip this camera around. Okay, so if you see right this guy right here, up off of the lock washer. So these must be the bolts. If I was gonna buy this machine again, I would have just left all these panels off. That's probably the first thing you should do when you buy one of these. Just take all these panels off, every one of them. Maybe not this one and the side one, I guess, but they're not even mine wasn't even lined up. Mine might have been a little smashed in shipping or whatever, but you're gonna have to do all this stuff and change the hydraulic fluid, and I guess I get to figure out how to, I'll probably get in it from up here one way or another. I've got a long Allen key set. I got this magnet stuck on here, I saw it, so I'll talk about it. But hopefully if there's any of those metal shavings left in there, they'll cling to the side of the tank there and not make it back out. Just a thought. I don't see how it's gonna hurt anything, and $4 at Harbor Freight is pretty cheap insurance. I did notice another thing that's already happening. Pretty sure that I greased this. I was kind of in a hurry when I did it. There's a lot of grease points on this, but this joint right here is already loose. I can show it to you when it's not in flex, but it does look like that's weeped down a little bit overnight. Just kind of wanted to check. I don't know if you're supposed to park a machine like this or if you're not supposed to park a machine like this, but I tightened this track up yesterday, and need to go get a 22mm, whatever. So yep, that's what I'm doing. That's where that bolt is. Probably a long video. My choke cable here definitely was messed up. Every time it freezes, this freezes. Like, if it gets below freezing, that thing's froze. And then you run it for a while, 10 minutes, and it'll work. That's what everybody needs, right? A choke that works after 10 minutes of it running. But if you leave these panels off, you can just reach back here and then reach up there. Two-handed, one finger and then one finger up there, and you'll have it. I'm gonna go to get my welder today too. This thing definitely needs some counterweight. I don't see any kind of factory counterweight at all. I see people are welding a hitch up here. I might do that. I'm sure I could probably relocate that battery if I had to like if I built a tray up here, I could probably put the battery right here, and then when I had to go jump it, I could just, bam, have it right there. Totally dumped every one of my tools off of that seat just for a fucking ticky talk. Anyways, I think it'll be cool. The battery up here would be better. And then if I got a hitch plate, I have an adjustable one somewhere. One right here, one right here. And then I'll have a hitch. Get this up out of the way somewhere. Which is already kind of rubbing right there, so that's great. It'll be better set up, you know. Be more redneck approved if you can pick more stuff up with it. So I would like to be able to, like, you know, maybe pick up like an LS motor or something with it, you know, a rear end of a truck, you know, stuff like that. I would use this for. So I think I'm definitely going to be adding some counterweight. I was thinking I was going to put a hitch and then make my counterweight on the hitch so it's kind of removable for no reason. Well, I want to pull a trailer too, so gotta have a hitch.